Hey Sagittarius, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your February 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. You guys are amazing. You make my heart just swell with love and light, and I love you guys. And my channel has grown so much since doing your readings starting in November. So all your support is it's massive, and you have no idea how wonderful this journey has been for me, and I hope that you have enjoyed riding along with me. This is so much fun, and it's a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun, and I love you guys so much. So thank you. This is great. It is a general reading, guys, so you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always book me for a personal reading. The link is in the description box below, and it'll take you to my website where you can book a reading with me. And if you don't have Facebook, that's okay. You can email me at twistedtarot@gmail.com. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am an intuitive reader. And what that means is if you see a tarot card and you see me say something different, or forget to shout out a sign, which I did in the first reading, I'm so sorry. We had the lovers here, guys. Could be dealing with a Gemini. So sorry about that. I meant to say that in Sagittarius for your energy. This is, the first video is your energy. This is your twins energy. I am an intuitive reader, and what that means is that if you see a tarot card and I say something different, or like I said, I forget to shout out a sign, it is because A, I'm in my zone, and B, I'm getting multiple intuitive messages as I'm reading the cards for you guys. So I try to get every message out, and sometimes I just get distracted. And they may be telling me something that card means that, or totally means, and it may have nothing to do with the traditional tarot, so keep that in mind. We also had the Knight of Pentacles here. I apologize as well, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, if I didn't say that in the reading. Okay. Oh, but we had another card here for that. Okay, so if you saw the first reading, you know that you could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aries. Okay. All right, we're going to clear out the energy, and then I'm going to get fully into the reading here. So if you're wearing headphones, you might want to take them off, and I'm going to chime my chime, and then we will get into your side for the twin side. Beautiful. Other signs that came out in the reading, we have water. We have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces with the Page of Cups. We have the Emperor here. This is the mutual energy here, so we have another Aries card, and I'll go over this in just a minute. We also have, could also be dealing with another a Leo or a Sagittarius. Pisces is here. I said that, okay, Empress and Gemini. We had Gemini for the lovers. The Empress is Taurus energy here. Okay, so we had all the signs except for air signs, actually, except for Gemini. We had Gemini and yeah, so. Okay, so mutual energy between you and your twin is the Emperor reversed. So while I was shuffling your cards, my face got hot. I literally felt like it was on fire. I'm a fire sign, so I tapped into your energy, and holy crap. So I just felt angry. Like, I felt angry. I felt frustrated. I felt pissed off. Okay, so, and that's what the Emperor signifies when the Emperor is reversed. It's also being out of control. This connection could be out of control. You guys aren't really into your, it's a power struggle is what I'm feeling. It's a push-pull. It's like, you come to me, no, you come to me, no, you do this, no, you do that. It's manipulation too. It's also somebody who's just pissed off. And if you piss off an Aries, watch out, okay? Don't piss off fire signs, okay? So, but it is mutual energy. So you both may be kind of pissed off at each other, maybe pissed off at the games that are being played for some of you. And that was clarified by the Page of Cups with the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so Page of Cups talks about an apology. So I feel like for some of you, it's like letting go of your pride and your ego, and somebody has to make the first move to apologize. It feels like somebody's holding back in this connection, the Four of Pentacles. They're holding back and they're not apologizing, or they're not willing to let go of their pride and ego in order to apologize. And so they're holding back an apology, and maybe they're doing it on purpose. Okay. That's really something we got to let go on this journey, guys. So, you know, keep that in mind. One or both of you, somebody's got to make a move here. Somebody's got to apologize, you know, and make this right, you know, because otherwise it's just a power struggle between the two of you. So, all right. Anyways, let's get into this side of your reading for your twin. Let's see where they're at. We have the Merchant, ruling sign of Mercury. Opportunities to prosper are everywhere. Beautiful. Look at that money. It's like money's growing on trees. You know how they say like money's not growing on trees? Like maybe for your twin it is. Maybe they're just prospering very well financially, or they have a lot of opportunities financially. So this signifies someone who's logical, discerning, flexible, financial, psychological, creative, communicative, social, brilliant, quick, evaluative, technical, and inventive. That's beautiful. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm feeling like they have a lot of money ideas. They have a lot of business ideas. They may be opening their own business. They like psychology. They like creative endeavors. They like to communicate with others. So they may be in communications. They may be in advertising. They're social, man. They're brilliant. They're quick. They can evaluate a situation up and down immediately and see what to do. And they're inventive. So that's beautiful. I love that energy. All right, make the grade with flying colors. Remember, you signed up for this. Okay. All right, so for some of them, they may be a student. So for those of you, or they're, again, I feel like we're all students when we're on this journey together. So could be learning something about this journey. It's like, you know, you're going to come through this with flying colors. You just don't give up. Keep working towards this. Others, it may be just a representative of the fact that they are students in the 3D world. And so it's telling them to make sure that they're putting in the effort to make the grade, to make good grades, and to pass tests. So if they have tests that they have to take, they may have to take like a broker's license test for some of them on this merchant side with the money on the trees. For some reason, I feel that energy coming through of someone who might have to take like a Series 7 licensing test as well. So they're preparing for that. So it's telling them to remember that you signed up for this. So maybe you have, I feel like our souls have planned out this journey before we even got here. So I feel like that's exactly what that's saying as well. So remember, your soul has signed up for this journey. So it may be hard, but you can make the grade with flying colors. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what this means here in the book. That was just my intuitive pickup on it, and we've had this card in one other reading, but couldn't really say. When you are tested, confronted by an obstacle, or challenged by someone, tune into your favorite radio station. WIIFM. What's in it for me? Ask yourself, what is right about the situation and how it might make you stronger? Look for the gift in the challenge and for the opportunity to put what you have learned to the test. When you look for the lesson and the blessing in a situation, you will always find it. You have a unique curriculum, and you've co-created the aspects of your life that are testing you right now, so you can grow to your fullest potential. You knew long ago that you would emerge through these trials brighter, better, and wiser. Remember, you have access to the teacher's manual with all the answers to the problems you are being graded on. When you see yourself in everyone and everything, your defenses soften. Okay, yeah, this Emperor here. So it's like getting a new perspective and seeing yourself in the other person. You both are mirroring each other. I feel like this energy is like two fire signs trying to fight it out. Or at a standoff. Your heart opens and your learning curve is off the charts. From an alchemical perspective, you can transform your so-called enemies and challenges into divine opportunities for maximum awakening. So realize that everybody who comes up against you, or if your twin's being stubborn or obstinate or this type of energy with the Emperor reversed, is they're trying to teach you something. And now they're like, put this to the test. Okay, we've now shown you what to do on this path. You have the answers. You know about this twin flame journey. You have enough knowledge now to really go the distance, to really make this into something great. How are you going to transform this energy? How are you going to respond to and react to this energy here, this tough energy, this angry, pissed off? Like, how are you going to respond? Are you going to respond in kind? Are you going to be kinder? Are you going to be loving towards your twin? Or are you going to be combative towards them? So it's your choice. Obsidian. Grounding, shielding, and void. Yeah, so for a lot of you, you need to get some obsidian if you don't already have it. I keep this near my bed. And I also have more than one, and it's for psychic protection here. You can also get Numite. This is also another beautiful stone here that is for psychic protection. I felt that I needed that when I was starting this reading. So for some of you, you may be under psychic attack. And it could be if you go into this astral travel, if your twin is traveling there or you're traveling to them, you could become under psychic attack. So shield yourself, protect yourself, and ground your energy, okay? Because they're saying you really need to do that. Yeah, compromise is reversed. So some compromise, you need to compromise with your twin. So you guys need to come to a compromise somewhere in the middle. Meet them in the middle, okay? So it's almost like you and your twin, one of you needs to apologize or just say, hey, can we talk so we can compromise? So we can come to a compromise. So we can come to an agreement that works for both of us. And that so that we can get out of this energy that's I'm right, no, I'm right, type of energy. Wow, that's interesting. Next card we have is justice. Because without this, you can't have any type of balance connection. This is an injustice. Could be dealing with a Libra here. So it's telling me that this energy is like, this is bringing imbalance to the connection, this lack of compromise. Okay. So somebody is unwilling to compromise. And so it's just like, okay, fine. This is unfair. Or somebody's like, this is unfair. Why do I have to apologize or whatever? It's like, let go of your ego. Like for once in your life, realize that there's more to holding on to pride and ego. Like that's not going to serve you or your twin. And it's like for once in your life, see that this is bringing you an imbalance into your connection. This is an imbalance in your connection. It's an injustice to you, and you may be feeling like you're the victim. Like, oh well, it's all their fault, and this is just unfair because they want to do. No. You are part of that as well, so you need to compromise as well. So that energy is still needing to be transformed. Okay, so coming to a compromise with you and your twin is definitely needed to balance out this connection. Okay. Could also be dealing with the justice system. You could have gotten a ticket. You guys could be going to court. You could feel like there's an injustice with someone in your life, and that they're unwilling to compromise. This could also not even be your twin. This could also be internal energy. I'm feeling this could also be another person involved, whether it's like an ex or things like that. So possibly that. Next card we have is Lily, and it's spiritual love. Oh yes, you and your twin have this spiritual love, and you know it. It's very beautiful. Lilies may be relevant for some of you too. You maybe your favorite flower. Oh, it's beautiful, you guys. Next card. No other compares to you. Yeah. You want to tell your Sagittarius, your twin wants to tell you, no other compares to you. The Mystic. Ketu or Ketu. I am spiritually wealthy. Yes, it could be dealing with someone who has powers just like me, who does the same type of work that I do, that they're mystical and they delve into these realms. Spiritual, sensitive, unconventional, transcendent, intuitive, introverted, illuminating, artistic, ingenious, intense, imaginative, innovative, revolutionary, rebellious, and mysterious. Yeah, we got Piscean energy right in here. This is really, really beautiful. And I don't know what Ketu means. I'm sure it's like a god or a goddess or something to do with a mythological, something mythological. So I would look this up. Maybe it has something to do with this. Looks like a swan, or a goose, a geese, maybe. Could be saying that wrong, but whatever. Again, we have more water here. Ocean of emotion. Find a safe place to express your true feelings. So for some of you may just want to cry it out in your car. You may cry it out in the bathtub. You may cry it out in the shower. You may cry on, when you're alone. And so you may be feeling a lot of emotions right now. You may be missing your twin, and you may be feeling very emotional towards them, and it may be overflowing, but you may be more of a private person, and you may process these emotions in private. Okay, let me see what that means here. And I'm using the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle, if you guys didn't see the first video. Explore the realm. Sorry, that's my cat food feeder. It's a little loud, so I'm going to wait till it stops. Okay, while we're doing that, I'm going to look up that Ketu or Ketu, see what that means here. Sorry guys, shouldn't take much longer. Are you scared of it? What? Are you scared? Yeah. You okay? My dog's like afraid of the feeder. That's hilarious. There she is. Are you scared? You want to come say hi? What you doing? You say hi? Say hi. Say hi, Sagittarius. Say hi, Sagittarius. Yeah? You want to say hi? Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. All done. Okay. So Ketu, yes, baby, I know, rules the Scorpio zodiac sign. So basically, Ketu feels comfortable with Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Rahu. Ketu is neutral to Jupiter. Jupiter, I believe, is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. His enemies, though, weirdly enough, are Mars, the Sun, and the Moon. So not a very Piscean or Aries energy here. So or Leo. So they may be, they may have, again, we have this really harsh energy with the Emperor here, with this Aries mutual energy. So again, you guys may be seeing each other as like enemies or in a standoff or something going on between the two of you. But Rahu and Ketu denote the points of intersection of the paths of the sun and the moon as they move on the celestial sphere, excuse me. So what that means to me is that the lunar or the solar eclipse that we just had, I believe it was a solar eclipse in Leo, was relevant to this energy here. So, and that's about releasing things that no longer serve us. And we have that on your side too, Sagittarius. So, and they're feeling spiritually wealthy because of that. So that's beautiful. Okay. Sorry, moving on. We're going to go into the ocean of emotion. Okay. Explore the realm of your inner mystery and synergy with the cycles of life. You are, after all, made of over 70% water, salt water, that allows you to float, splash, and be buoyant in the sea of life. Excuse me. Allow the ocean to remind you of how vast, powerful, playful, and moody you can be. As the ocean is in constant motion and associated with the tides, it is a reminder of the ebb and flow of feminine energy. Consider your emotions to be your allies, informants, and friends. If you allow them, they will always lead to the most significant treasure chest at the bottom of your ocean floor. Yeah, so your emotions, you may be an emotional sign. You may be a Pisces, you could be a Scorpio or a Cancer for this ocean of emotion here. But it's also talking about that, it is associated with the moon and the feminine energy and the moon cycle. So you may be more emotional during the full moon. You may be more sensitive, and you can kind of gauge that. And it's kind of a beautiful energy here. And it's knowing who you are and exploring the emotions that you have for your love for your twin. So it's like, and releasing them can be cathartic and can be cleansing. And we have this purification on your side of fire. So Sagittarius, yours can be purified by fire, and this side can be purified with their emotions and water. So that's beautiful. All right, dream guide, teacher, and guardian. So you may be guiding others through their dreams, or through learning about like like I would say to you, keep a dream journal, and like in here your dreams are guiding your twin. So they're teaching them and they're guarding them. They're guarding them against these lower energies too. So with this obsidian, that'll help as well. But it'll be guarding them against lower energies, against sorry, my dog. So guarding them against lower energies is teaching them about their dreams. So and it's teaching them about this twin flame journey through their dreams as well. And they may be dreaming of their twin may be dreaming of you, Sagittarius, your twin. Okay. Ooh, oh my. This is so weird. Okay, so on your side, Sagittarius, you have the answer as yes. The divine feminine is saying yes, or say yes to your divine feminine. You guys have the answer as no. Okay. And maybe it's because your twin not willing to compromise. Maybe they're not willing to compromise their values, or to compromise their integrity in this connection. It's very possible for some of them, the compromise that they may be asked to make, they're like, no, I don't think so. So it depends on what they view compromise as. And I was talking with my sister about this recently, about compromise and how it has a negative connotation for me specifically. And the reason I say that is because it depends on what you're being asked to compromise and how much it takes away from your path. And if your twin wants you to compromise your integrity or yourself or your well-being, the answer could be very well be no to your divine masculine or divine feminine at this time. Yikes, that's rough, guys. But let me get some clarifying energy on that. We're going to shuffle the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here, and we'll see what specifically they're saying no to. You guys are mirroring each other in a very weird way with this no and yes. I've never had a reading like this, you guys. Never. Not once. Not all the times I've done readings from November to now, and even in practice. So, okay, let's see what's going on here. Why is the answer no? Okay. All right, guys. All right, I reshuffled this deck, and we're going to pull, and we're going to have Spirit help us with why is the answer no? Okay. What is the answer no to? I think this was the only card that flipped. Doesn't really give us any information. Okay, it just says no, and we have release, and it's reversed. They're not releasing something. Okay, what are they not releasing? What do they need to release? Or what are they not willing to release? Yeah, sorry. What are they not willing to release? Okay. So I'm feeling like they're saying no because they're not willing to release and let their walls down here, this barrier, which is something they need to possibly need to let their walls down. They're not willing to release this because there's some type of regret involved. Like, but it's all these no's to this. Like, it's like no, like they may not be feeling regret. There may not be a reason to release this because they're not feeling any regret over this connection. So maybe they're not willing to compromise as well, because we have a compromise here. And these are all reversed, guys. So it's almost like Spirit is trying to tell them you need to release this regret because it's a barrier. It's holding your connection back. And they're like, no, I'm not willing to do that. Ooh. And they're not willing to compromise. And that's probably what's pissing someone off here, is because this energy is so heavy and so harsh. It's like they need you to compromise. They need you to release this ability to not compromise, and you need to release this barrier of regret. There's a barrier here because your twin isn't having such regrets about something. It also, as I'm looking at these cards, so the answer is no. Like maybe they can't release this barrier because you know, they don't regret what they've done, possibly. But at the bottom of the deck we have commitment. So it's possible that your twin does not regret putting up this barrier and may not release a commitment. So it's possible for some of you the answer is no, because they're in a commitment and they're not willing to release this because they don't have any regret over putting up this barrier between you and your twin and going into another commitment. And they're not willing to compromise that. Okay, and they're not willing to come to some kind of compromise about that commitment. I don't really feel that that's the case because, I mean, it may be for some of you, but I'm also feeling like it could also be this type of energy where they don't regret being in another commitment if you guys are in separation. Like they don't have regrets about that. They don't feel like they should have to compromise that relationship just because their twin, you know, is pissed off about it or jealous or trying to control them or, you know, just being an ass. So it's very possible that they're like, listen, I don't have to give up this commitment for you. Like I can choose to be in this commitment if I want to. I'm not cheating. I'm not promising you anything. For most of you that are in separation, that's the case. And so they're just like, you know, your twin's like, I don't have to compromise my need for another relationship because I'm free to do what I wish because I'm not, you know, I can choose another commitment. I don't have to choose you. Ugh, sorry, guys. And that's just for some of you. For some of you. Others of you, Spirit is telling them that in order to get into this, in order to get out of this Emperor pissed off energy or this standoff with your twin, is that they need to be willing to compromise. They need to release this barrier that's causing them all this regret, okay? And it's possible because, okay, this is another message. It's possible because your twin said no to you in the past. Now they regret that, and that was a barrier, and they need to release that regret about saying no. And maybe your twin is holding on to that because they're like, no, you released me. You are going to regret this. This is your issue. This is not mine, and I don't have to compromise because you rejected me. Okay, so God, take it the way it resonates. There's like 4 different messages coming out of this. Okay, so I'm sorry, but that's a lot. But that's what I'm feeling. There's tons of it. Okay. Next card we have is the 4 of Wands. Okay, yeah, for some of them they're in a commitment. Or they see you as they may be stable, they have their foundation together, but they also may be in a commitment. The 4 of Wands is having a stable home life. For some of them, if they're not in a commitment, it just means that they have everything together. Like they may be making improvements to their home. They're feeling really good about their home life. Their situation is in order. Everything's calm and happy and working out well for them at home. So it's really a good energy here I'm feeling for this. That's beautiful. For others of them, they are in another commitment, possibly. But it's also a twin flame card. We have 1111 here. So it's a twin flame card. It's like you're their home, you know. And for some of you, it's no because they have a commitment, okay? So they have another commitment. So they may be telling you no because they have another commitment, or they have someone else and they're not willing to compromise that, and they're not willing to give that up. You know, just because you decide to come back and say you're sorry doesn't necessarily mean that your twin has to go, okay, and then break up with their person and then go back to you. So it could go either way. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to make it convoluted here, really, but you know, for some of your twins over there, that's what they're feeling. That's why. Okay. Next card we have is Broken Bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay. So it's possible that this causes some bridges to be burned. A bridge is broken. It could possibly be if they were to say no to you, that this could break this bridge. This could break someone's heart. It may break their heart, or it may, this bridge maybe isn't repairable, and your twin may feel that way. They may feel like this isn't repairable, and there's something broken in here. Like maybe the connection's broken, or maybe it's too broken to be fixed. Is how they feel. Possibly. Next twin flame message we have is, I can't handle your words right now. Yeah. Could be why the Emperor is reversed here. They may not be able to be open to what you have to say to them, or an apology, because maybe they can't handle your words right now. Maybe they're just feeling very, very defensive, or they just can't handle what you might say to them. They don't know what you have to say, and we don't know if it's going to be good or bad, and maybe they're like, I can't handle your words right now. I can't. Like, I just can't. Yeah. Maybe they don't want to talk. Maybe they're, maybe every time you try to get through to them, they're like, no, I don't want to talk. Like, I'm, this broken bridge, there's a wall up, or there's something broken within them that they're trying to heal. All right. Next card we have, oh goodness. Sorry, is the Messenger, Mercury. I bring the light of awareness. Okay, beautiful. Okay, perceptive, progressive, intelligent, adaptable, changeable, psychic, versatile, candid, agile, communicative, insightful, imaginative, curious, and instinctive. Yes. So they bring the light of awareness to others. They're awakening others. They are a messenger. They have been, a lot of you, they do exactly what I do. They're psychic. They may do palm readings. They may do auras. They may do Reiki. They may do, psychic readings. They may not just do tarot. They may just channel. So a lot of these are messengers just like me. So you may be connecting with someone who has the same type of gifts, and they're sharing them with the world, and they're awakening the world. And look at them, they're awakening. Look at these beautiful leaves of these trees and these birds. Yeah, I mean, these are all communicative. Birds are talking about communication here, and these leaves are, it's all about, some type of awakening here, and they're awakening others. That's beautiful. And they're aware of this connection. And they bring this the idea of a twin flame. They have awakened others and expressed that connection to others, and said, hey, this is what I'm going through, and they've expressed that as well, and they're trying to awaken others. Be reborn daily. Let go of the past and breathe in your new incarnation. Yes. Oh my, that's beautiful. It looks like a picture of Jesus here. So for those of you who are religious or spiritual in Catholicism or Christianity, they're talking about using your energy to be reborn daily and to let go of all the past, because this is it's holding you back, and also and breathe in your new incarnation. So you're being reborn every single day. So, and you're learning every single day, and you're reincarnating every single day. Like when you wake up, the new knowledge that you have that you brought from the dream world here is coming back, and it's being shared in your waking life here. That's beautiful. Okay. In every moment you can begin anew. With this next breath, know that you are wiping the slate clean and releasing any baggage you've been carrying thus far, because you no longer need it. Exhale the past completely, and as you inhale, open yourself to a whole new vista, a whole new incarnation, a whole new story of who you are and why you are here. You selected this card on this day, in this moment, to remind yourself that you are always at a crossroads. There is always a choice. The reset button is in your hand. Oh my gosh, my friend said this the other day, just hit the reset button. Wow. What if the entire world, what new story would you like to tell? Who will you be today? What if the entire world is conspiring for your greatest good? What might happen if you chose to see everything as a blessing? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is beautiful. Who are you going to be today? Yeah. Your twin is waking up, and they're having to embrace their spirituality every single day, and who they want to be every single day, and they're working on themselves every single day. and they're trying to be their best version of themselves every single day, and they're setting that reset button. It's like, okay, so here's where, you know, I need to release the past, I need to reset it, I need to start fresh. We need to start fresh and start over. And I feel like there's like a fresh start that needs to take place, and that was in the Aries reading. So I would take a look at that, guys. Next card we have is full moon. I just talked about this. And the full moon, you guys might feel very sensitive. Completion and culmination. So you may, again, with that full moon that we just had, feel that the energy is now released and lifted, and there's been a completion to a cycle and a culmination of energies. And it's now kind of become less heavy. And it's now, I used to feel before this full moon that somebody was just pushing me underwater with my twin flame connection. And I finally felt released after that. I was able to release a lot of things during that partial or the full eclipse or whatever we just had. I was just able to finally feel that release of energy. Like somebody was no longer holding me down, and I felt lighter, and it was so nice. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I'm hoping you're feeling that way too. All right. You have admired. So your twin is being admired. Yeah. They're in the spotlight. They may be a performer. They may be a dancer. I think I know you're probably watching this, I can't remember who you are, but you commented on my video, and you were so sweet, and you talked about the Three of Cups in one of the last readings that I did for, I believe, Sagittarius. It was the twin side, but you and your woman, you and your divine are just like shining, and I see that, and that's beautiful for you guys. So you're being admired. Aww, it's beautiful. All right, we have the World reversed because the cycle hasn't, I know we have the full moon here. Maybe it's because you're at a distance from your twin, but it feels like there's unfinished business between you and your twin. And it feels like when that full moon came around, that what happened is that like you could really feel that energy, and you could still feel that there's still some energy here that requires, this is like a karma card. There's still karma attached to this relationship. There's still a karmic cycle that hasn't fully ended or hasn't started yet. Okay. So, or I'm sorry, for some of you it has ended. For others of you, you're just waiting for the next cycle to start. So it's like, but you have some unfinished business with your twin here. And I'll clarify that as well. So it's almost like you're almost being guided backwards. Like it's almost like this person goes backwards for me for some reason. Like you're still reliving the past. You're still holding on to some old baggage that needs to be let go. Just like on the Sag side here, a lot of things that still need to be wrapped up before this cycle can end, before you and your twin can start anew. Okay, so beautiful. All right, next card we have is Kangaroo. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. Okay, yeah. So you may be feeling unsettled in this new energy. I don't feel exactly that way, but it could be that this energy is unsettling for you. It's aggressive energy, so it could be unsettling for you with all this negativity, all this anger, all this pissed off energy that I was feeling here. You may just feel like it's unsettling, and you may want to try and plan ahead for what happens if you can. Like we can't always see what's coming. Now here you guys are mystic just like me, so you possibly can, so you might be able to plan ahead for what's here to come for you and your twin, and maybe wrapping up this karmic cycle here. Okay, yeah. All right, next twin flame message we have is I feel safer in the silence. Yeah, for some of you, you just feel safer in the silence, like you're not wanting to engage or talk with your twin right now. You may just be kind of doing your own thing, and you like the silence. You don't want to hear their chatter. You don't want to engage with them. If it's in the 5D and maybe in the 3D, maybe you're just like, you know what? I just want the quiet. I like the quiet. I like being alone right now. I feel safer alone. I feel safer in the silence for some of you. And you can process your emotions in that space too for some of you. I'm feeling that with the ocean of emotion. Okay, you maybe want to be alone so you can cry. You maybe want to you feel safer in the silence because then you can process your emotions and let them out the way you want to without having anybody go, what's wrong, are you okay, you know, where you just want to be able to privately process them. Okay, all right, let's do some clarification here. We have justice. Why is justice reversed here? Yeah. Okay. So mirrored energy here for you and Sagittarius. You feel like there's an injustice. There's Gemini card again with the Lovers. So you both had the Lovers here, but you feel like having to make a choice between two lovers is an injustice, and you just don't know how to make that choice for some of you. For some of you, you're just like, I don't want to have to make this choice. Like, this is hard enough, this twin flame journey. And it's like, if they come back, it puts everything out of balance, because then you have to make a choice. It's like what I was saying. And then, you know, you feel like you don't want to have to compromise the relationship that you've put work into. And for some of you, you know it's an injustice, because you know what this connection could be with you and your twin. It's like, I know how important this spiritual connection is. I know that, and it's almost like it's an injustice for you guys to be separated. It's an injustice for you guys to be separated. It's an injustice for you to have to be the one to compromise, and have to be the one to say you're sorry or whatever to your twin. You feel like, you know, like, why should I have to be the one? And I understand that, but that is all ego. That's all ego-based thinking, and it requires a whole new perspective on that, and a whole new way of dropping that ego, you and your twin. All right, why is the Four of Wands here? Seven of Cups. Okay. All right. So, what I'm feeling for this is that this is your twin, possibly your twin flame connection here with the 11-11. It's feeling like you guys could build a solid foundation together, but it's like somebody has options, and they may be looking at other options outside of their connection. So if they're in a relationship, they may be looking at other options. They may still be looking at other people. They may still be checking out what they, you know, could possibly go date or see, even if they're committed. So, you know, I'm not judging. It's just what's coming out. If they're not committed, it just means that they are feeling good in their own energy, their own space, their own home. And they're feeling like the world is their oyster, and they have options, and they could do whatever they want. They could date whoever they want. They could see whoever they want, and they're not tied down to anything necessarily. Now, we see this as normally a commitment type of card, but doesn't have to be. So for those of you that are not committed, it's more of, you know, you're feeling good in where you're living. Your home life is stable and happy, and it's working out beautifully at home. So everything's, in order. And now you're kind of like, well, you know, do I want to go date? You know, do I want to, you know, look at other options as far as love is concerned? Because it's cups and emotions, and kind of being, kind of getting an idea of, but it also could be that they're confused about that, because, you know, everything's going good. And so they're like, do I even want to, you know, entertain? So it's like, you know, this energy again, it's also kind of like everything's going well, but why do I still feel unsatisfied? Like, why am I still looking outside for other options? You know, I may be feeling really good at home. And for some of you, it's just kind of eyeing other options. You may not want any of them, but you may just be looking in each cup and saying, what's in that cup? What's over there? You know, just kind of getting an idea. So for some of you, that could be the energy I'm feeling here. Okay. And you may just be saying no to other options too. You may just be saying, listen, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy in the commitment I'm in, if you're in a commitment, or I'm happy with the way my life is going here. And these are just options. You know, I could take them if I wanted, or I could leave them if I wanted to as well. And, you know, for some of you, it's like, nah, I don't really care if I have options. You know, I'm just doing my own thing. I'm happy in my own energy, in my own space. Yeah. All right. Why is the world reversed? The Magician. Okay. Okay, so the reason why you guys have not possibly finished up this karmic cycle is because the Magician is not able to manifest. So when the Magician is reversed, it's also manipulative. So it's like feeling like there's unfinished business, but somebody's trying to manipulate this cycle, either to try to push it to start or to end a cycle. They're trying to possibly push you to end a relationship on this side. So your Sag may be trying to do this, or you may be trying to do this to them, and you may just be like causing your own, there's just karma attached to this, and you guys have unfinished business, and you're both trying to manifest the other and manipulate the other to come back into this connection too, is what I'm seeing here. Not healthy, guys. Oof, yucky. Okay. Well, again, it's all ego-based and 3D and pride and ego. We know what that does to the twin flame connection. We know how much it can damage the connection. And we have destruction here. So, yeah, on Sag's side. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see what your fortune is. This is magical because I actually foresaw this card in this reading randomly as I was shuffling. I didn't see it. I just was like, well, that would be cool if that came out because that would be a beautiful energy for you guys. You have unity. Yep. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So I feel like this is all a part of a cycle. You guys are trying to come back together here, but there's some ego, pride and ego in the way that's kind of holding the connection back. So, it's possible that for some of you on this side, you want to say yes. You want to go towards your divine feminine. You hope she's going to say yes or he is going to say yes, you're divine, but it says divine feminine specifically for a lot of you. And over here, the twin may be like, no, because I may be in a connection. But if they're not in a connection, they just may be trying to figure out how to get past some regrets that are barriers and releasing regrets and trying to come to a compromise. And they may not be willing to compromise right now. They may be in an energy that's stubborn. We have the Emperor reverse, that's stubborn. That's an Aries that's stubborn when they're reversed. Like that's like digging in their heels and you're not going to make that ram move. So it's like you have to come at it in a different way, you guys. So Sag, if you're trying to figure out how to get to this Aries, you're going to have to strategize another way. You know, you maybe have to be the one to make the first move. You know, I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys, it's like a big ass soap opera over here. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know that I love doing your readings and I love you guys. And stay tuned for that bonus reading. I'll go live here once I get some of these readings out of the way, and we'll get you a bonus reading. Thank you guys for all of your love and support, and I will see you for your March videos. Take care.